All right, well, the Republican National Convention begins in earnest today with major speeches on tap by House Speaker John Boehner, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, and, of course, Ann Romney, and my very own New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, all at 10 p.m. tonight. Now, here to talk about what voters are looking to hear from them is Executive Director of Public Notice, Gretchen Hamel. Gretchen, thanks for being with us. Okay, there's pretty big expectation for this 10 p.m., rah-rah event. First, we have Mitt Romney's wife, Ann. What do we need to hear from her?
Well, this will be the first time that they've heard from Ann Romney on a national stage like this, and they're looking to see a different side of Mitt, a different side of the governor, and I think that she will show that tonight. She's going to talk a lot about him and the human side of him, a side that the American public doesn't always get to see on the campaign trail, and I think that's really important as people try to connect with him and these last few weeks of the campaign.
So does it help his standing if we hear that she buys his shirts from Costco and the guy actually knows how to iron? Does all that help, or do we not care? Do we need to get to the issues?
Oh, the American public, it does matter because they oftentimes vote with who they really kind of want to have a beer with or who they kind of want to hang out with. And so likability is something that is of concern for most campaigns. You want a candidate that can connect to the everyday person who is out there struggling, trying to find a way to pay bills, trying to find where their next dollar is going to come from.
Yeah, it's a fine line, though, between trying too hard to make him a man of the people and being truly honest, right?
Well, yeah, you got to be real, and I think that, we're going to hear that from Ann tonight. I think she's going to talk a lot about how he was there for her when she was going through her illness. We heard that earlier this week on Fox News Sunday, how she talked about that, and I think that's a different element that only she can talk about and no one else can.
Let's talk about Chris Christie, because I'm already hyping up this big speech.
Right? I think everyone's looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, I think if anybody could energize the base, it's him.
Oh, yeah. I think tonight you're going to see the electricity in the crowd. They are going to be excited to see him. And, he's going to deliver in a way that is going to get this crowd really rip-roaring and rearing to go.
He has come out, though, and maybe made some comments that no one wants to hear. One of them being, of course, he didn't ticket because he didn't think Mitt Romney could win. Is that going to hurt the tone tonight?
No, I don't think it will hurt the tone tonight. Not at all. I think, he's behind the tickets. He's going to push forward. He's out there on the campaign trail, every time he can, out there stumping for the president. So I don't see that being a problem at all.
And quickly, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is expected to be quite a moment as well. What are you expecting to hear from her?
I think folks are looking at her as someone who defied some odds this past election cycle. There were a lot of people who got behind her and really felt that she represented the party, and she was a strong woman representing the party. And I think you will see some excitement around that as well tonight in her and her stances. I mean, both her and Governor Christie have been very hard on some of the core policy issues that, Republicans care about, but Americans care about, and that's the economy, jobs, and government spending.
Before I let you go, the vibe down there, was it blown off at all because of the hurricane? Do you still feel the energy that the GOP is looking for?
Oh, yeah, you still feel the energy that the GOP is looking for, definitely. People here are psyched. They're happy to be here. They're happy to get this convention rolling, and they're happy to really present to the American public what they believe should be the vision for the future and what the real issues should be that we should be debating over the course of the next 4 years to get this nation on the right track.
Gretchen, have a good time down there. I, for one, am looking forward to the old 10 p.m. big old Governor Christie speech. Gretchen Hamel, thank you very much.
That is past your bedtime.
I know, and I'm going to drink coffee and stay